If you can walk over here, you guys are going to meet Chief Henry Trabert and Deputy Chief Kirk Bain. So come on over here, guys. These are going to be your chariots for the parade. They've been cleaned. They're shining. All right, so Chief.
How you guys doing?
Good.
What's your name?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jeremiah. I'm Chief.
Christian. My name is Jeremiah Xavier 22.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot there. Nice to meet you.
Christian.
I know
You're April.
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
We're glad to have you guys here. You kind of excited to ride with us in the parade?
Yes, I am.
All right. Yeah. Can we get all the moms and family here real quick for a photo? Okay. Can we get everybody else in here real quick? We're glad you're letting your children participate. This is a big deal to us. We're glad everybody's here together. Hello.
And this is all in celebration of the Christmas Street Parade starting here at 3 p.m. We have our contest winners from Ride with the Chiefs.
Now, when I say three, can everybody say Merry Christmas?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Merry Christmas!
All right.
You didn't put your hand in front of your face.
All right, guys. Let's say you know we lead the parade, so we're up front. We're up front. So who's riding with me?
All right, so just to give everybody an idea out there that's watching now what's going on,
You guys.
our 4 guests here, 2 of which were drawn from our contest that we had this month, which we requested those that wanted to ride to send their information in and their name would be drawn. Our 2 lucky contestants were Michaela Wagner and Christian Ward. They both were drawn on November 28th. And Michaela, she was our first entrant and she was selected first, so she got to pick her car. And what car did you select, Michaela? And why'd you pick the Camaro? Because it's fast, I have a feeling, right? And it looks cool, right?
Yeah, it's a cool car.
And Christian, you didn't get left with a bag of coal. You get to ride with the Chief in our community vehicle, which is a fine specimen of an automobile, and can be generously donated all the paint and vehicle effects for the vehicle, which we're able to use at all of our community events. Chief, do you have a couple words you'd like to say?
No, I'm just glad everybody's here. And remember, when you're in the car, you guys have to wave to everybody as we're going down the road. And whoever sits next to me has to work the siren. So whoever that is, you got that responsibility.
Same in my car, too. You go.
Christian's up front.
You're next to me.
Christian's up front.
If you're up front, you're
Yep.
the siren man then, okay?
Okay.
It's easy. I'll show you how to do it. All right.
All right, guys, why don't you...
All right, let's jump in because we got to be there within 10 minutes to lead the parade back down, all right?
Here you go.
Roll. Let's go.
You ready?
Have fun, guys.
You want to get a picture of her in the car?
Yeah.
Okay, I got all.
All right, so the kids right now, they're getting in the vehicle. It's going to be a lot of fun and excitement. If you're out there today and you have nothing to do, come out, experience the Christmas spirit that's going on here down in Aberdeen. The parade is about to kick off at 3 o'clock. We've got folks coming in from everywhere. The Chief, the Deputy Chief, they look sharp. Their cars look sharp. The kids are having a blast. The families are getting a chance to experience this whole festive tradition that we have down here at Christmas Street. And just so everybody knows, this vehicle was seized from a local drug dealer. So we just didn't go out and willy-nilly spend money on a Camaro. This was taken off the streets from someone engaged in the sales of narcotics. And it's been put to use back here on the streets of Aberdeen. Excitement is in the air. What do you think, guys? Let's see how your wave's going to look.
You guys lead us up with that so you can move the cones and all for us?
Yes, absolutely. And let's get Michaela.
Remember, you got to wave like this.
Michaela, let's see your best wave. All right, the parade's about to start. We're going to start heading over. We're going to lead the Chief up to his designated starting point. Come up and see us at Christmas Street Parade. All right, here we go. We're live at Christmas Street Parade. We're right here at the intersection of West Bel Air Avenue and Law Street. We have Chief Henry Trabert. He is going to be leading the procession. Our honor guard will be following behind. If you pan around and take a look, the streets are packed out here today. There's a great turnout. The weather's perfect, crisp, but not too cold. There's lots of things going on Main Street. So while you're out here, pop into a shop, grab a slice of pizza or a sandwich. Come out and see a lot of the different events that are set up in and around Westboro Avenue. Make sure you head over to Festival Park. There's going to be some events following up the parade. So just a great event all in all. And there it is. The kids are having some fun with the siren in there. And the parade is officially underway. Christmas Street 2017. Jeremiah, how you doing in there, buddy? How you doing, April? Christian, how are you? They are leading the parade. Guests of the chief, and now we have our honor guard, led by Corporal James Evans. And Deputy Chief Kirk Bain with his guest, Michaela Wagner. Deputy Chief, how's it going in there, Michaela? You gotta get your wave. She's learning the princess wave. Now we're just gonna post here for a minute and look at the assortment of different floats and displays that are out. I see the mayor is coming up the street. There's Councilwoman Sandra Lambeck. How are you, sir? Merry Christmas. And we have Mayor Patrick McGrady. Mayor McGrady, you're live on Facebook. How are you, sir? Merry Christmas.
Well, Merry Christmas.
How are you, little ones? Mrs. McGrady, how are you, ma'am? Merry Christmas, guys. Have fun. Councilman Taylor, how are you, sir? It's a fine-looking Corvette, sir. We'll have to talk about that, sir. Merry Christmas. Councilman Taylor. And we have members of our military. I think they refer to this as the helmet. The helmet float is coming by. Have members of our armed services community. Always great to partner with our folks over at Aberdeen Police at the Aberdeen Proving Ground. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, guys. And that is the helmet.
I think 23. You also can. 10.7 crowd. 10 more.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. That's Delegate Glenn Glass. And we have members from the Office of the Harford County Executive. Barry Glassman has a group involved. How are you, sir? Good to see you. And that is our county executive, Barry Glassman. Mr. Patrick Vincenti, councilman. And our Aberdeen High School Marching Eagles, a very talented group. If this doesn't get you in the mood for the holiday season, I don't know what does. Excellent job by our local marching band. How are you, sir? Aberdeen Chamber of Commerce is here representing. Mr. Steve Johnson. How are you? Merry Christmas. How are you? I tell you, this Christmas spirit is contagious, Officer Neidig.
Yes, it is.
Any thoughts as you stand here on West Beller Avenue taking this in?
It's great to see the citizens of Aberdeen come out and support everybody that's in the parade. There's a lot of people down here. We've got a lot of activities planned through the night, including the tree lighting ceremony. I was over at Festival Park earlier, and they have a portable bonfire type ring set up, a fire ring set up. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're going to be roasting marshmallows and drinking some hot chocolate a little bit.
Well, that's what we were talking about, the importance of people sticking around after the parade to go over to Festival Park and take in some of the other activities that are going on. And if you visit our page, you can pull up a time of activities that are occurring throughout the day today. And not only today, we have lots of other festive events the police department will be participating in over the course of the next several weeks.
One thing I want to bring up is at West Beller Avenue and Rogers Street, we have a table set up and we are selling t-shirts for the Maryland Special Olympics. A great cause. The Aberdeen Police Department is committed to the Special Olympics of Maryland, and we ask that you stop by and get one of those t-shirts to help the athletes that participate in the Olympics.
Absolutely, and we are trying hard. We have a little bit of inventory left of the Torch Run 2017 shirts. So if you're in the area, stop by Rogers Street at West Beller Avenue and pick up a t-shirt. How are you guys? Hey, how are you, sir? Merry Christmas. And for those of you that follow us on Facebook, this gives you, if you've moved out of state, you're no longer in the area, we're bringing the parade right to you. So that's why we're doing this. We're going live. For those of you that are either unable to make it down here due to work or other circumstance, or you just don't live around here anymore, but connect back to Aberdeen, this is why we're running these events live on Facebook, because it gives our viewers, our Facebook followers, an opportunity to connect back home. And home is important. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, one of the things I saw on the city website, as well as our website, it was people that did move out of the area asking about bringing the parade live to them, and we decided to do it, and I think it's an idea.
We definitely want to honor that request, that's for sure. And there's lots of folks marching this year, for sure.
I'm really excited for Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus myself.
Well, you know, there is a fever in the air, some Santa and Mrs. Claus fever.
At 41 years of age, I still believe in the magic.
You know what? You've got to, and that's what it's all about, faith and belief. And this time of year, we've got so many smiling faces out here. You can see the kids are just having a blast, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And we're seeing a lot of Christmas spirit on display out here on West Beller Avenue today.
See a lot of people checking in on our live feed here on Facebook, and a few of the names I recognize. I invite you next year to come on out to West Beller Avenue for the Aberdeen Christmas Street celebration. Bring your kids down. It's a good time. I think there's a breakfast that starts off in the morning with Santa Claus. They got the craft fair going on at the Aberdeen Fire Department. A lot of neat things at the fire department. Of course, the parade.
Here, let's see if we can hear these. I can hear some caroling going on out here. And then it kind of tapered off. We almost captured that live, folks. We have lots of young people here, a lot of snowmen and women.
Put my back up a little bit.
We have our Aberdeen Rec Council. It appears a baseball and softball team has a group of representatives. And That is a legitimate float here. Aberdeen Parks and Rec. Our softball and baseball players are on display. Very ingenuitive, very ingenuitive. There you go. You've got a fan up there. That's all right. We've got some street peddlers with some fun kid items on display.
I remember being a kid and getting those.
Parents love to spend $15 for them. Oh, this is pretty interesting.
Jump roping on here.
Now, rumor has it you used to jump rope like that, Officer Noddy.
I don't know about all that.
Very good. Synchronized jump roping. I like it. I've got another high school. It looks like Patterson Mill High School.
I got to give a shout out to Bunny Payne. You're very welcome. She thanked us for bringing the parade to her.
Oh, absolutely. That's awesome. And this is something we plan on building. As this event gets larger and larger each year, our role in bringing it to you folks is going to continue to increase and find unique ways of bringing the experience home to everybody. And our young folks' talents are on display. Starting to pop and lock a little bit over here. An excellent job by Patterson Mill High School. We've got the Bell Camp Ballers cheer team. These ladies have been practicing hard and their talents are on display. Man, those kids are loud and proud. Reminds me of my old rowdy chant. All right, here we have some synchronized riding, I believe.
I think these are the riders from the American Legion here in Aberdeen.
Yes, yes, indeed. They are out and about. They've got the big Harleys. They've got their flight path. A lot of years of experience, I believe, mounted on that metal. What do you think, Officer Neidig?
Absolutely. I don't even know that I can ride that good.
We got trikes, we got a little combination of electric glides. And they're off. I think we could take that in our UTV. The Boomy Motor Corps is really put on a display of that truly is historic. I don't know that I would want to be out riding on that for any length of time, but it certainly has a Christmas spirit about it.
See some red flashing lights in the far distance. I guess that is going to be our Aberdeen Fire Department. Great group of...
Always a huge turnout from our Aberdeen Fire Department Corps. Well represented in any of the events that the city puts on. A real cornerstone of the city public safety. All right, here's our next float, a little Feliz Navidad.
I'd like to have that.
Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. And that's what's great. We have everybody coming together. Various cultures experiencing and showing their Christmas spirit and support of community.
This coming up here is the Aberdeen Middle School.
Oh, wow. Now, is this just a brass section that they put out?
Yes, yes.
Piece of military history passing us by. And here's our Aberdeen volunteer firefighting folks. Aberdeen Fire Department is here, and their equipment is shined up, that's for sure.
Here comes a gem. One of the original fire trucks.
That is one of the originals. Wow. Meticulously maintained. I believe that's on display in the main building, correct?
I'm not sure if it's that one. They have a few of them.
125-year-old vehicle there. Or, no. Correction on that. I think that's the age of the department. There's Mrs. Judy Hinge. Anybody that knows Aberdeen knows Mrs. Judy Hinge. She makes herself available and just recently became a published author.
Yes, I cannot for the love of me remember the name of the book.
It's, I know it, the book describes many of the various calls for service that she's been out on over the many years that she's served the citizens here in Aberdeen. There's some familiar faces there. I see one of our dispatchers in there, as well as Officer Mike Palmer. And that's kind of the unique thing about Aberdeen, the Aberdeen Police Department. We have many members of our police department that not only serve as sworn law enforcement officers, but they also, on their free time, make the civic investment and join the ranks of the fire department and offer countless of hours of service to their community through volunteering with the fire department, which it's truly a testament to their service to humanity, to the people of Aberdeen.
Yeah, I mean, these guys come in, they work a 40-hour week or more, and then they volunteer for the fire department. I mean, the true public service.
There's a retired Lieutenant Fred Budnick. See, and again, carrying on the tradition, retired from the police department this year after, I believe, 35 years of service, and he's still driving the engines. Got some more folks here. It's the heavy rescue truck. And I got to tell you, they meticulously maintain these vehicles, that's for sure. I don't think you could find an inch of dirt on them. Hey, Merry Christmas. More friends from the fire department.
That's Nick Weber operating the Tower 231.
Nick puts a lot of time in with the fire department. I know that. I had the privilege of attending many of their award banquets, and it's really amazing the amount of hours individually. I mean, these are all folks that have full-time jobs, and the men and women of the Aberdeen Fire Department make time in their schedules to be out and serve. Here we have the Aberdeen Proving Ground Fire and Emergency Services. I don't know if everyone knows that Aberdeen Proving Ground as well as Edgewood Arsenal have a whole complement of firefighting services that are operated from the base.
Is there any way to try to get them in down around?
How are you? Merry Christmas. Oh, here we go. We're getting some live entertainment here.
Some nice displays.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm waiting for a Christmas vacation float. I don't know if we're going to get an Uncle Eddie possibly showing up.
You know, we got, speaking of Christmas, we got these jib jabs coming up.
Yes, that's a lot of fun, folks. If any of you remember last year, we were full of holiday spirit around the police department. So we ran a series, and Officer Notting was the brainchild behind that, a series of humorous jib jabs that crossed all genres of music, well represented. So this year, I think the folks should be prepared for some more,
absolutely,
some more shenanigans.
Oh yeah,
some Christmas shenanigans.
And
beautiful vehicle there.
So,
yeah, well, Selfies with Solar is he's a very active man. You know what's great about that is each selfie that Officer Solar is taking, he's out going to these individual businesses and creating a partnership and creating a relationship. And that's really what we're trying to do, is reach out and meet and greet with as many folks as we can on a daily basis, because that's how you break down boundaries and establish great dialogue and communication and a level of trust. And that's what we're all about. Those are what Chief Trabert has tasked us with, finding unique and interesting ways to do that. And that's a great way of doing that, you know. A lot of positive feedback from the business owners and the employees that enjoy getting their picture taken.
Yes. It's the Winter Wonderland, favorite songs of the Aberdeen Lions.
All right, we've got the in my alma mater, go Rams, the Edgewood Rams marching band. The Edgewood Rams are really bringing it, I must say. There is a lot of school cheer. Go Rams! We're bringing you right into the mix here. job by the students of Edgewood High School, and I've got to tell you, all three high schools have been very impressive. The Eagles leading things off, the Huskies of Patterson Mill, and now the Edgewood Rams. It's great seeing young people involved in playing instruments, playing live music, and bringing their talents out here to be on display. St. Joan of Arc, one of our private schools in Aberdeen. We've got a nice group out. The folks are really just, that's what's unique, is they have baskets with candy to give out to the kids along the parade route. So as you can see here, kids are getting little treats as they go along. We have little Santa's helpers going along, giving candy out to the kids, and the dogs look like they actually want to take a bite out of there too. Oh, this is how are you? St. Joan of Arc's got a old throwback jukebox style 45 record display. I think at this point we have all of our debutantes.
That's so cute. Harford County Little Fire Prevention.
Oh, there's
Terry says Edgewood.
Yep, we've got some fellow Rams out there in the audience. A lot of Eagles here too.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're in Aberdeen.
And this is misfire prevention.
A lot of. That little guy's ready to fight a fire. He's got his helmet and axe. He's ready to go. All right, we've got another marching band coming in. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb with the purple and say it's the Joppatown Mariners. An accurate, educated guess?
If I take a peek around this car, I would say you're right.
You know, what can I say? Nice car. It's got the Orioles colors. Oh, wow. Oh, that's awesome. Very fitting. Beautiful car there, especially if you like the black and orange, like I do. There's the Grinch, and he's not stealing Christmas. The Grinch is happy and excited. And here's our Mariner Marching Band. Kids from the Joppatown Public School. Good job, guys. All right, check this car out. That's the old slingshot. How are you guys? And we've got our men and ladies representing the Esquires. One of Aberdeen's local motorcycle clubs. Always involved in the parade. And there's the Christmas music, bringing everybody into the Christmas mood. That was a nice speaker.
Let's not forget, Lieutenant, about the Toys for Tots.
Yes, our Toys for Tot drive's going on, and food can drive. We have non-perishable foods, toys, preferably new toys. Stop by the station, make a donation. We have folks that have been coming in daily, and it's great. We want to continue to see that kind of support. And you know, Aberdeen has never let us down. Any of our initiatives, we just finished up No Shave November. Over the course of the past 30 days, you saw our officer kind of experience a metamorphosis from clean shaven to a facial foliage, our bearded brigade, and it was for a purpose. We ended up raising over $5,000, and that money was generated from officers that made individual contributions, but also, most notably, the amount of contributions we received from our folks that are out here that support us on a daily basis. So,
kind of disappointed I didn't participate. I was in a wedding, so.
Well, next year, Officer Noddick.
Absolutely.
I had an absolute blast doing it. A lot of interactive pictures and communication from folks that were giving suggestions for ideas with the beards, and a lot of money raised. And at the end of the day, that was all was raising money in the fight against cancer. And they answered the cause, and it was impressive. And we're not stopping there, because coming into polar bear plunge season, Team Aberdeen is going to be back at it again. It'll be our second year participating as an agency with the polar bear plunge to support Maryland Special Olympics. So we're going to be calling on everyone there in the Facebook world to come and join us to support our local athletes, not only here in Harford County, but our state of Maryland athletes. And it's amazing what your contributions in dollars that you so generously donated. Last year, we raised, I believe, around $10,000. We placed very high, and that's a testament to the goodwill of our folks in Aberdeen.
And that water was cold.
It was very cold.
But they told us that was a good year. The temperatures were up.
Right. I don't believe them.
I don't either.
And I sense a Frozen theme. I didn't catch where they were from.
El Sonata.
It's turning into a percussion party.
Counties for that matter.
And these kids work hard each year, all the practicing, and this is a great opportunity for them to showcase their talents, and they're doing a great job. In fact, on the vehicle here, it indicates that they are Maryland State champions, and it appears like for many years. Maryland State champions through the better part of the last two decades. So quite an accomplished marching band out of Perryville. Now we have a local Ravens Roost, and they are bringing it. Damn, they are rocking. The Ravens Roost is rocking. How are you? That is some old farm equipment right there. Definitely an antique. I believe that's Mr. Don Curry. Smash Hits. We just recently had an opportunity to join Smash Hits. Great opportunity they allowed us to explain a lot lot of charity events that we had underway this month, to include the No Shave, our Christmas tree parade, our Santa on Patrol coming up very shortly. Big shout out to Smash Hits. All right, got some more wheels of steel here. All News Foundation. A lot of firepower there on those bikes.
Yes, a lot.
Here with the Hogs for Heroes. Hogs and Heroes. Correct myself there. All right, we've got our Warriors coming up. The Havre de Grace High School Marching Band. The football team, the Havre de Grace football team just won the state finals. Actually had two teams out of the county, Harper Tech and Havre de Grace, representing great county this year.
Great season for them.
And here's our Warriors. Goes the Havre de Grace High School Marching Band. Here's a good dosage of percussion. By Havre de Grace High School.
Lorraine Walters is watching from North Carolina.
Wow. That's the beauty of
old resident.
That's the beauty of social media. You have this broad reach, and you can reconnect with them when you're many states away. I've got some street rods. Now this is the new Harford County Emergency Medical Services, and I know they're operating out of the Department of Emergency Services. They're operating 2 medics now, to complement our existing fire departments. Got a Camaro and a Corvette there. Looks to be about a 79 or so. What year's your Corvette? Oh, she couldn't hear me. That would have been my educated guess. Probably wrong though. I don't know that we really want the healing wheels. That's a beautiful vehicle there, the Chevy Nova SS. I don't think we're going to get out of the Nova. That's a 1965 Mustang. It says it on the front. And that is in tip-top condition. Beautiful vehicle. The Mustang's old and new. Now it looks like we're winding down here. I think Mr. and Mrs. Claus are on their way. All right, and this is the moment I think everybody's been waiting for.
Sweet sound.
The pipes are here. And this is a tradition at the parade. Each year we have a pipe brigade that's here. Here's Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We've got Santa and Mrs. Claus. Merry Christmas. This is what I'm giving for. That is the queen of the pool on our side. I've got to tell you, Christmas tree this year has been amazing. Huge turnout of people. Lots of different organizations that showed up. A great time had by all. We're going to walk down and we'll come back live in a little bit and show you what's going on down around Festival Park. If you're here now, don't leave. Go over to Festival Park, check it out. There's going to be a lighting in the Christmas tree and other activities. So stick around. Let's have some more fun. Merry Christmas, everybody.